Buongiorno, another glorious day here in Italy. We're up in the Dolomites today in a bike park called Paganella. That's right, we're bike parking today. Chairlifts, no pedaling up hills, hopefully no getting lost. In my first video I said you couldn't fit a bike in the back of the car. Actually turned out I was wrong. Managed to squeeze the Scott Ransom from Capriato Bike Shop. They let me take it overnight and drive up here first thing in the morning, so that was very nice of them. So looking forward to an epic day bike parking, so come join me. Do you want me to go? Well, the guy seemed pretty helpful, actually spoke reasonable English, and apparently there's two areas I can check out here, so I've paid for the whole lot, so whether I can work it out, but we'll start off in this little area I think, and take it from there. Grazie. Alright, going to start with the easy track first, which is called Peter Pan. So, looks super dry. Well, not quite sure if I'm bottoming out here. Something sounds a bit weird. Bit of flow trail. Haven't done any of that for a while. Bit of North Shore. I think I might have to take the tools off the back. I think the tyre's buzzing it. Oh yeah, there he goes. Woo. Oh, can't beat a bit of bike parking sometimes. Try the high line. Ooh, rough line. Got a long run down, getting arm cramp. In fact, I'm going to stop and adjust my brakes. I'm going to find a place to do that. It's funny, every time I've hired this bike, I've wound the levers in, and every time I get it back, they wind them back out again. I like mine in. Also, that is buzzing the tyre, so I think I need to get rid of that as well. Alright, we're back and running again. It is amazing what the difference just having the brake levers in close to the bars makes. When they're out wide, it's really tiring on the hands, I find. I get the impression I should be jumping all this stuff, but I'm not great at jumping. So what is the jump? Oh, it's tiny. Might head there next time, eh? Peter Pan, and now we're doing Easy Rider, the next easy one. And Easy Rider goes to the right here. A little bit more techy this one, which is to my liking. Still got the dork disc on the back of this thing, and should take it off really, but you feel, well, it's not my bike, I shouldn't really rip things off that aren't on mine. I can hear it rattling. Oh, there are other people in the park. I thought it was just me for a while. Oh, Easy Rider, I want to go that way, I think. Follow the signs, Easy Rider, that's it. Ooh, it certainly soaks up the hits, this thing. It's actually reasonably tech, this one, considering this is one of the easy trails. They have one called Apocalypse Now, which the guy said was really hard, so could be interesting. Oh, wall ride. Some quite nice features. Reasonably grippy. I'm such a pansy when it comes to jumping. I'm going to be useless when we get to A-line. The other guys are going to cream me. Alright, do you think I should try and see if this thing can actually jump? We'll do the small one, eh? Oh, yeah, that's too easy. Well, 2 runs down. It was good fun. I preferred Easy Rider over Peter Pan. Peter Pan's more of a flow trail, Easy Rider's a bit more techy. The other tracks now supposed to be a bit of a step up. Well, the next one's called Apocalypse Now, which is a bit of a gnarly name, and the guy I talked to at the top said it was pretty hard. So but hey, I guess we better give it a go. I always feel a bit nervous on my own. I always feel more confident riding with others, but I'll just take it nice and slow, and hopefully all goes well. Okay, can we all agree now that the dork disc has to go? Okay, riding tip for the day. Those discs are much harder plastic than I thought. Took quite a bit of bending, twisting and swearing, but it's off now, so that's all good. Alright, going to do a track now called Apocalypse Now. The guy at the top said it was really hard, so not 100% sure about this, but we'll give it a go, eh? You always start these tracks and you think, oh, it's not so bad, until it gets down further. Oh yeah, this looks a bit more techy, doesn't it? What do you think that means? Caution of some sort? Apocalypse Now, I think it's the one we want. You can imagine it being quite a good downhill track if you could ride at speed. I don't do speed, but the old rocky stuff. Right, pick a line. Looks okay. Bit of a drop. Oh, I thought it was a roll, but it was more of a drop. Alright, which line do you reckon? Straight down the guts? Straight down the guts, eh? That's the way to do it. Straight down. Ugh. Big old 29 wheels do well. Woo, happy with that. Riding from the other day, it's rocks and roots. The other day it was just rocks and rocks. Oh, this looks interesting. What do you reckon you would do here? Oh yeah, you just jump off there, and question is, oh yeah, but look how much you'd, well, that's quite a, yeah, I don't think I'd want to hit that out of that much speed, eh? And then, likewise, what the world's this? Yeah, she looks all right. Looks all right, but might take the chicken line to the start anyway. You'd certainly generate a lot of speed coming off of it. And what is this thing? Oh, another bit to be a truck to flat. Now, which line do you reckon? Second line. Whoops. And I just let it roll. Brake hard. Woo, and we're down. Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeehaw, made it down to Apocalypse Now. Always a bit worried when I'm on my own going down a steep, gnarly track. You always think, oh, you know, an hour's drive away from my wife, and then my phone probably won't even call her, and yada yada yada. But anyway, it was all good. And now we're going to try the other line down the other side. So yeah, just got to get the lift back up to the top. Can't complain. Love chairlift. Okay, so we're going to try a different trail this time. Arancia Meccanica. Arancia Meccanica. Have I said that right? Anyway, it's you start on Apocalypse Now, and then looks like it turns off to the right. So we're going to try it Arancia Meccanica. Rooty goodness. Lots of different lines. Ooh. This looks interesting. Ooh, seriously cool. Wouldn't want to slide off it though, would you? Seems to be grippy. Ooh, bit of a rough tight landing. Alrighty. So while we're going down this gnarly stuff, I might as well give you some tips on this whole Italy thing. Been driving around in my little rental car, which is quite cool. I think GPS is an absolute must. You get lost without it. You can't always trust it. It's often saying bear left or bear right, and I still haven't seen the bears yet, but otherwise it's pretty good. Well, this is pretty interesting, isn't it? Keep you on your toes. Whoa. Whoa. Just ride it out, ride it out. Woo. Alright, tip number 2. You can't get cold beer like in New Zealand in a takeout, so you have to be better planned and get beer from the supermarket and put it in the freezer. But if you do that, whoa, shit, this is serious, isn't it? Woo! Whoa, you still with me? If you do put your beer in the freezer overnight, don't go to bed and forget it there, because otherwise in the morning you've got exploded bottles with beer popsicle everywhere. So they're my two useful Italian tips, other than don't crash on the steep stuff. Woo! Okay, Arancia Meccanica. That was actually kind of sketchy. Not easy to give helpful Italian travelling trips while you think you're going to die. I must admit, this bike certainly can handle the gnarly stuff. Those big wheels and good travel. Is this a drop or an up and roll? You can literally sort of point it straight and say a little prayer and just hope you get to the bottom, and it seems to work out so far. As you reckon, this one is, I think, is gnarlier than Apocalypse Now, which was supposed to be the hard one. Well, a couple of sections in it anyway. Oh, too easy, too easy. Well, it's only 11:30. I've already had first lunch, and I've done 5 runs at the Fai Zone in the Paganella bike park here in the Dolomites. I think I've got enough footage for one video. I've got way too much footage for one video, so we're going to call this the end of part 1 for Paganella Bike Park. If you want to see part 2, you better subscribe, because that one will be coming shortly. See you then.